Hello students, this video will be done to cover the last lecture which we have done last week. We have done up to 28, I think. I have shared all the documents and the video was uploaded to the website. This video will be freely available for anyone. If someone watching this video for first time, the previous section was have done in our paper class. Anyone can join with us in future lessons. Let's see the 28. Which of the following is correct for the energy range of a photon visible light in the wavelength range lambda 1 to lambda 2? They have said that lambda 1 is smaller than that lambda 2. Okay. This is a very common question. It is in the new syllabus also. There is an equation in the resource book like this. Delta E equals EF negative EI means E final minus E initial. If you consider the energy levels from down to top, I will show some to here, and I will show like this the infinity. This is 2, 3, 4. This will be the infinity, and the electron will be dropped from the initial level to the final. This is E final and this is E initial, and we know that the energy of this is 0. Comparatively to the infinity, the energy will be decreased. මේ වගේ තැනක තියෙන 1312ක් විතරනේ. First energy කියන්නේ මේ පැත්ත අඩුයි. බිඳුවට සාපේක්ෂව comparing to the 0, we cannot get the absolute value of an energy level. We only get the conventions. ඒ කියන්නේ අනන්තයට infinity එකට සාපේක්ෂව තමයි මේ energy levels වල energies මනින්නේ. Okay, කොහොම හරි energies එන්න drop වෙනවා. එතකොට E final is this is less than EI. That should be considered. Therefore, they have given that in here lambda 1 is higher than lambda 2. It means when the lambda wavelength is increased, we know that the frequency comparatively decreased, because the C equals F lambda. C is the velocity of light, velocity of any electromagnetic wave. Therefore, when the lambda increases, the F will be decreased. Therefore, this is F2 is lower than F1. According to E equals HF equations, H is a constant, which is a Planck constant. It means when the E increase, F also increase. Therefore, this one is E1, this is E2, like this. Okay, let's see. Then E2 adui kiyanne, this should be E2, this should be E1. Okay, let's drop that into here. Delta E equals EF means the final one. It means it is the E2. This is E1. Okay. Then HC lambda 2 minus HC lambda 1. This is the equation you should go. Okay. Then you can to get the answer, you can take out that HC, and it is 1 lambda 2 or 1 lambda 1. You may see what is this? 10 to the power 9, 19 is there. What is that? It means this lambda is its answer is given by Joule. You can see that the nanometer fellow. You know that lambda is a very small value. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි එක nanometers වගේ less value එකකින් තමයි මානින්නේ. එතකොට the lambda value එක nanometers වලින් තියෙන. Nanometers should be converted into the meters. Therefore, it should be H lambda 2 lambda 1. The 10 to the power negative 9 should be taken out, because to convert it to meters. Okay, right, and they have given that also they are in the nanometers. Therefore the 10 to the power negative 9 should be go upwards. Therefore the answer is this one, not this one. Answer is the second. You can see 1 over lambda 2, 10 to the power negative will be gone up, therefore it will be 10 to the power 9. Right. Okay, let's move to the 29th. Okay, this one. In an experiment, Pu cubic set where H2 was collected at the pressure P, okay, by downward displacement of water. Okay, it means there is the pressure of P and temperature is T, the velocity is V. Already they have given that, and there is some H2 in it and also some of water in it. They have given that the saturated wave pressure is P naught H2O. It means there is some water. Okay, likewise this. We know that downward displacement thing. Okay, pressure. Water will be here, some, and H2O. So there is a mixture. Never mind. It means that the total pressure should be equal to what? P equals P naught H2O plus pH2, because the total pressure equal to the partial pressures of the gaseous mixture. Gaseous mixture is composed from water and H2. That's why the summation is P. And also, what are they going to ask? The ratio of number of moles of H2 over what? Number of moles of water, the ratio. This is what they are asking. And also we know that PV equals nRT, and they have given that the volume is constant because V is they have given that velocity experiment is done V cubic centimeter, and R is also constant, and the temperature is T, it is also constant. You know that P is proportional to A. Therefore this can be written as PH2 over PH2O. Same, no? Same thing. The ratios can be divided. Okay. What is pH2 now? pH2 can be given taken from this. pH2, when you get to pH2 to subject, it is P negative P naught H2. Methaninga minus pH2 subject. So divide karanna one. Water wala partial pressure. This is P naught H2, and this will be the answer for the first one. You can see one is right, this one also there, but these are wrong. At least you can put now 1 or 2, 50% chance probability. Let's go for the second one. They are asking the ratio of average speeds of H2 and H2N respectively. Not in here average speed කියන එකට වඩා හොඳයි මේක root mean square speed කියලා කිව්වනම්. Mean square speed or root mean square speed. I'm not like to this word. Let's see that C bar. They are asking about this one. C bar H2 over C bar water, because that average speed cannot be measured. And also you know that C bar equals to 3RT over N. It can be derived from that. PV equals nRT and PV equals 1 over the mNc square T2 equation gets together to derive this equation. It is you should be remembered this one. And you can see that C bar is proportional to what? 1 over N, because 3RT is a constant value. T is the given value. Therefore, you can put molar mass of H2 should be in the denominator, because 1 over M no. So H2 ge molar mass එක දානවා යටි, right? 1 over M නිසා. එතන මේක root එකක් තියෙනවා. H2 ge molar mass එක, you know that 2. And the molar mass of water is 18. Cut that, it's 9, the root of 9 is 3. Okay, මේ බහරිට කරන්න දැන් මම බෙද මෙහෙම කරන්න එපා. ඒ කියන්නේ එකයට m තියෙන නිසා m මේක ඉස්සරහින් මෙයාගේ එක නෙමෙයි ලියවෙන්නේ, යටින් තමයි ලියවෙන්නේ denominator එකේ. h2 එක numerator එකට යනවා, උඩට යනවා. මේක මෙතනට එනවා, මේක මෙතනට. Because this is 1 over m. right. ඒතර ආන්සර් එක 3. ඒතර මේක තමයි උත්තර එක. right. Let's go. 30th one. It's regarding these are always coming in the 2020 paper. In the essay part, the mechanism was about the Friedel-Crafts alkylation, and I was given that it will be it has a target for 2020 in my path to chemistry PDF also. This year the mechanism will come from the 52nd page definitely. Let's see, I will give you everything. Okay, then let's see what is the mechanism of it. You know that bromine has lone pairs in it. This also have. In the FeBr3 is the anhydrous FeBr3 act as a catalyst. This can act as a Lewis acid, and also as a catalyst in here. Lewis acid means it can grab electrons, provide electrons to here. Therefore they form a bond like this. Electron has donated by bromine, hence this should be plus. Accepted by Fe, therefore it should be negative. Okay, this fellow comes to the party 2. The addition of FeBr3 is because to activate the bromine. To activate bromine, you need the FeBr3. Okay, then benzene comes here. Very easy. මේවා හරිම ලේසි. මේවා මේ විදිහටම මේ රිසෝස් බුක් එකේ තියෙන විදිහටම පාඩම් කරගන්න. මේව එනවනේ කොහොමද? There are 4 mechanisms in benzene. This delta plus, sorry, this plus, this minus. This attacks to here and it breaks to here. Okay, then let's see what happened. It's like this. This will get the plus charge. Bromine is attached to here and the hydrogen is also there. හැමදැනම හයිඩ්‍රජන් 6ක් තියෙනවානේ, ඒව ටික තියෙනවා හැමම. මෙතන හයිඩ්‍රජන් එක තියෙනවා. ද කාබන් 3ක් ද මෙතන කාබන්ට මෙතන මේ කාබන්ගේ මෙතන බොන්ඩ් එකක් තියෙනවා, මේ පැත්තෙන් බොන්ඩ් එකක් තියෙනවා. හයිඩ්‍රජන් also දෙයානෝ. ඒක අන්දේ නැහැ. ඒක තුනක් බොන්ඩ්ස් තුනක් තියෙනවා. ඒතර ප්ලස් charge එකක් තමයි මෙතනට එන්නේ. ඒතර මෙතන මේක ඒ විදිහටම තියෙනවා මේ ටික. right. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතනින් අරක බ්‍රේක් වෙලා මෙයා මෙතනට සෙට් වෙනවා. ඒතර එක FeBr3 කලින් හිටියේ දැන් Fe අර බ්‍රෝමින් එකත් එක්ක 4 වෙනවා. माइनस चार्ज එකක් කොහොමද තියෙන්නේ මොකද දැන් මෙතන माइनस चार्ज එකක් තියෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා දැන් බ්‍රෝමින් ප්ලස් එකක් එක්ක මෙයාට එනකොට FeBr4 माइनस වෙන්නේ නෑ නේද කියලා. නමුත් බලන්නකෝ දැන් මෙතන lone pair is given to this bromine, hence the 2 electrons will be gained from bromine and the plus charge will be neutralized. ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන දෙකක් මෙතනින් මෙයා දෙනවනේ. එතකොට මේ ප්ලස් එක නැතුව යනවා. එතකොට එයා ප්ලස් charge එකක් නැතුව එක්ක තමයි මෙතනට එන්නේ. එතකොට තිබ්බ Fe ගේ minus එක හැමම තියෙනවා මේ. ඒක හොඳට deeply තේරුම් ගන්න. අන්තර මේ විදිහට හැදෙනවා. ඉතින් මේක අපිට පුළුවන් ඕන රෙසොනන්ස් වලින් මේක මේ රෙසොනන්ස් වලින් මෙයාව ඕන ඒ ටිකත් මම හදලා පෙන්නන්න නියුට්‍රලයිස් කරන්න. මෙහෙම දාන්න. රෙසොනන්ස්. එතකොට මේ බොන්ඩ් එක එතනට ගියා. එතකොට මෙතන මේක එනවා. මෙතන ප්ලස් එකක් එනවා. මෙයා මෙතනමයි මේ බ්‍රෝමීන් හයිඩ්‍රජන්. රෙසොනන්ස් ස්ටැබිලයිසේෂන් එක අඳින්න කිව්වොත් මෙහෙම තමයි අඳින්න තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට මෙයා මෙතනට එනවා ඊට පස්සේ. එතකොට මෙතන ඩබ් එක එනවා. තිබ්බ විදිහට මේක මෙහෙමයි ප්ලස් එක මෙතනට එනවා. This is bromine and this is hydrogen. Then what happens? Then that FeBr4 minus fellow comes into the party again. It has 2 electrons in it and it attacks to this hydrogen fellow and hydrogen breaks into this there. Here like that. Then now the arrow, not double headed arrow, single arrow will to show that resonance type rings you have to put this double arrow headed, this one. For this is not a resonance now. Then it comes as the bond is break into here. Now is bond is rotated. Now you can see that the first one, the bonds have already rotated. The Kekulé structure has changed to other one. And bromine is here, and hydrogen gets by this one of the bromine and FeBr is reformed plus HBr is formed. This is why you can tell this as a what? It's a catalyst. It's a catalyst stage. In here it shows that in here it shows that It's Lewis acid as a Lewis acid. It both act as a Lewis acid and a catalyst. ඒ කියන්නේ දෙන්නේ Lewis acid එකක් විදිහට එයා හැසිරෙනවා, catalyst එකක් විදිහට මෙතනදී එයා හැසිරෙනවා. Right. Let's see what happened. This is wrong. No, it's very wrong. This cannot be like this. This is the correct answer. In here you can see that it's the correct way. Here what? Bromine is added, but there is no plus in here. It is wrong. And may attack කරන මෙතන මෙතන break වෙනවා. This plus is there, but VBr2 never form. And cut it. VBr is there and plus is there. මෙතන දැම්ම plus එක මේ පැත්තට දැම්මේ. මේ පැත්තට දාන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මොකද මේ බොන්ඩ් එක නෙමෙයි break වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මෙතන බොන්ඩ් එක break වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට මෙතන plus එක එනවා මෙතනට. මම මෙතනින් broke කළා මෙතන බොන්ඩ් එකක් දැම්මේ. මෙයා මෙතන මේ කියන්නේ plus එක මෙතනින් දාලා තියෙනවා. It's okay. Never mind. එතන rotated අනිත් පැත්තට. එතකොට ඒක හරි. මේකේ මොකද? මේක බොරුවක්. මේ මෙහෙම bonds හැම වෙලාවෙම මේ ඊතලයක් මේ arrow එකක් start කරන්නේ මේ negative charge end එකකින්. Negatively highly rich fellow එකකින් තමයි arrow එක පටන් ගන්න. මේ බලන්න මේ electron pair එකෙන් පටන් ගන්න. මෙතනත් bond එකෙන් පටන් ගන්න. මෙතනත් bond එකෙන් පටන් ගන්න. Always it starts from a bond or lone pair or negatively charged fellow. In here you can see negatively charged. මෙතනින් තමයි පටන් ගන්න. කවදාවත් positive end එකකින් පටන් ගන්නෙ නැහැ. ඒක මතක තියාගන්න. arrow එක පටන් ගන්නවා negatively highly negative end එකකින් තමයි ඒක start කරන්නේ. Right. Next one. 31. What is that? Iron contains let's go for that. Ions consisting 16O and 15N. Right. Okay. Let's see. Higher number of neutrons and electrons. Okay. Waste. I think you can higher number of neutrons than electrons. They are asking. Okay. You have to find out neutrons and electrons. These types of questions are very rare, but it will come. Never know. No. ඉන්නත් පුළුවන් නොවෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මේව හරි ලේසි. මේවට අග්ගා පොඩි අර මේව ටිකක් කරලා හදා ගන්න විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. You can see that oxygen and nitrogen is there. Oxygens, if you write electrons and neutrons of oxygens, you can get that oxygen is the 8. There it has 8 electrons in the periodic table. It is the 8 atomic number is 8. And they said that the mass number is 16. It means the how many neutrons are there? Protons also 8, no? එතකොට මෙයාත් 8යි. මෙයාගේ electrons කීයද? 7යි. But the mass number is 15, hence neutrons sum is 8. So neutrons ගාන 8යි. Nitrogen ට තියෙන electrons ගාන 7යි, neutrons ගාන 8යි. Protons ගාන වැඩක් නැහැ නේ මෙතන. So මේක ගනිමු මෙතන. Nitrogen is there. Neutrons අපි මුලින්ම දාමු. One nitrogen is 8, 2 oxygen means another 8. It means 3 8s is 16. Sorry, 24 no. අටවල 3 24යි. එතන n 3ක් තියෙනවා. 8 times 3 24. NO3 there are 4. It means 32. O2 means oxygen ලා දෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ neutrons 8 වගේ දෙකක් 16. Electrons, 1 nitrogen, 2 oxygens. 2 oxygen 16, 1 nitrogen 7, 20, 16, 23, but there is a plus in there. Therefore, you should reduce 1 electron from the total electrons. 8 16යි 16 7යි 23යි plus නිසා 22යි. This is minus, right? Okay. Nitrogen. How many electrons in nitrogen? 7. 7 times 3 21 plus minus 21 ට electron එකක් minus නිසා එකතු කරනවා. එතකොට 22. Nitrates. Nitrogen ගෙන් electrons 7යි, oxygen 3ක් තියෙනවා. 8 වරක් 3 24යි. 24යි 7යි how much? 31 and minus is there no 32. O2 2 minus O2 ගත්තොත් There are 16 electrons, 2 minus 18. Therefore, what are they asking? Higher number of neutrons than electrons. Neutrons. This one is answer. This one is also answer. This is same whether this is also wrong. Answer is 1. When the A and B is correct, A is correct, B is correct, this means it is answer 1. Which of the following statements are true regarding ozone and oxygen? Bond length of ozone is less than the bond length of O2. How? Let's draw the ozone. This is ozone. This is plus and this is get minus, or we can draw the resonance hybrid. Let's first draw the resonance structures. This is minus, okay. The resonance of other one is the minus, this double bond pair, this is plus. I won't going to put the other lone pairs. What will be the resonance hybrid? You can see that this is plus, lone pair is there, this is negative half and this is negative half, okay. This is the resonance hybrid, this is the hybrid. Bond length of ozone is less than the bond length of O2. When you considering the bond length, you should definitely go for the hybrid. You cannot consider the resonance structures. You go for the hybrid. In oxygen, this is there's no resonance structures for O2. No, this is O2 and this is the ozone. These are the resonance structures. Hybrid is the thing you have to consider. එතකොට මෙතන bond length එක ගත්තාම you can see a proper double bond in here, but this is a somewhat half double bond. It means proper double bond is shorter. මෙතන තියෙන double bond එකක් නෙමෙයි. මේක single and double bond in between single bond and double bond එකක් මේ තියෙන. double bond උත් නෙමෙයි single උත් නෙමෙයි. මේ මැද එක්කෙනෙක්. එතකොට single bonds are higher than again. Single bonds ගත්තොත් එයා වේශා දිග length එක ගත්තොත්. Single bonds ට වඩා double bond short, triple bond ඊටතර short. එතකොට මේ intermediate state එකක් කියන්නේ අතර මැද double bond එක කොටයි. Bond length of ozone is lesser than the bond length of O2 කියන්නේ වැරදි නේද? Okay. Dipole moment of both species is 0. Yes, this one is delta negative and no, they can't see because same elements. The electronegative difference is 0. No? Electronegative difference is 0. Therefore, this is somewhat covalent. This is covalent, and also the dipolar moment is 0. Dipolar moment is 0 in oxygen, but you can see in ozone there is a lone pair. Therefore, it has a small upward movement, not high. The methanine MEI අතර නැහැ කිසිම movement එකක්. MEI අතර movement එකක් නැහැ. Same atom don't have a movement because the electronegative difference is 0. But there's a lone pair in here. There's a movement upward. Therefore, dipole moment of both species 0 is wrong. Ozone has a small dipole moment, not much high. Ozone gas is a greenhouse gas even though O2 is not. It's very difficult to say because in the previous teacher's guide, all syllabus teacher's guide say ozone is a greenhouse gas, but in new syllabus they say homodiatomic. There you can see most heteroatomic molecules and some homoatomic molecules are known as greenhouse gases and these are the ones which contribute to greenhouse effect, which is in the old syllabus teacher's guide. ඒක එහෙම තිබ්බට ඒක බලන්න මේක හරිනේ ඉතින්. දැන් new syllabus එකේ කියන්නේ ozone කියන්නේ greenhouse gas එකක් නෙමෙයි කියලා කියන්නේ. නමුත් greenhouse gas list එකේ ozone නැහැ new syllabus එකේ. ඒක නිසා consider කරන්නත් පුළුවන් නොකරන්නත් පුළුවන්. නමුත් we know that technically ozone is a greenhouse gas. Technically it is true. It can absorb infrared in the lower atmosphere. In the higher atmosphere, it will absorb the UV ultraviolet, that's why the ozone layer is there no ozone layer එක තියෙන්නේ මොකටද ultraviolet absorb කරලා මෙහෙට ගේන එක නතර කරන්න but in the lower atmosphere also there are some ozone molecules in lower atmosphere they absorb IR infrared absorb කරන කට්ටිය තමයි greenhouse gases කියන්නේ එතකොට infrared IR කියන එක absorb කරන්න එයාට පුළුවන් නිසා ozone gas is greenhouse gas even though O2 is not කියන එක somewhat high oxygen is not a because yeah, you can see homoatomic in your new syllabus they say that homodiatomic molecules cannot absorb IR homodiatomic not homotriatomic homodiatomic like oxygen N2 like things cannot absorb IR එහෙම තියෙනවා බලන්න පොඩ්ඩක් මට මෙතන කෝඩ් කරන්න බැරි වුණා එක right එතකොට ඒක හරි කියලා දාන්නම් ozone layer consists of O2 and yes they are in like this they are in a dynamic state dynamic equilibrium like this ozone කියන්නේ layer එක මේ නිකන් ගිහිලා උඩ තියෙන මේ layer එකක් නෙමෙයි රෙද්දක් වගේ එකක් නෙමෙයි it is a dynamic equilibrium between oxygen and ozone එදෙන interconvert වෙනවා ozone layer consider O2 it's true it means it can be 3 somewhat can say it is also 5 also never mind if this is wrong or not I can't say 3 of මම නම් කියන්නේ 3 තමයි ආන්සර් එක මොකද new syllabus එකේ ozone කියන එක්කෙනා list එකේ නැති වුණාට එයා greenhouse gas එකක් නෙමෙයි කියලා නැහැ හරි homodiatomic molecules are not greenhouse gases කියලා විතරයි දෙන්නේ homotriatomic ගැන මොකුත් කියලා නැහැ ඒතර පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක ගැන හිතන්න වෙනවා හරි බලන්න controversies තියෙන තැන් හිම ලොකුවට දෙන්නේ නැහැ ආවොත් ආන්සර් එක දෙකම තියෙයි බය වෙන්න එපා ඒක නිසා 33 in an experiment to determine the molar enthalpy of dissolution urea water 6 gram was dissolved in 100 grams of water right calorimeter එකක් තියෙනවා මෙන්න 100 grams of water තියෙනවා 6 gram of CO NH2 twice දාලා තියෙනවා urea means uric acid there's another question in the first 10 questions also no we have done that urea I told you that this is 60 grams per mole it should be remembered මෙයාගේ molar mass එක 60 එක කටපාඩම් කරගන්න නිකන් මේක ගණනත් ගන්න පුළුවන් nothing 60 okay right final temperature was initial initial was what T initial is 25 T final was 22 right temperature has decreased no it has decreased it means what is this endothermic when the temperature will be decreased in the calorimeter definitely the system absorb energy that's why it has cooled it means it is endothermic energy is absorbed if the energy is released it is exothermic because then the temperature will rise and this has given as this the cubic meters because this water is given as 100 grams so 100 grams times m equals dv this is the physics equation mass times density mass equals density times velocity hence volume mass equals density times volume mass is 100 then equals I can't remember that equation also right. This one should be multiplied by මේක මතක නැහැ මට හරියටම මේක කොහොමද අපි යුනිට්ස් වලින් ගමු හරි නේද m එක වොලියුම් එක ඩිවයිඩ් කරන්න තමයි තියෙන්නේ එතකොට density එක sorry no this is 100 cubic centimeter right this is 100 cubic centimeter they have given therefore to take the m you should density is given as 1 gram per cubic centimeter volume is given as 100 cubic centimeter therefore you can see that this is cut m equals 100 grams then you can add the q equals mc theta q equals mc theta or this can be used as q equals to enthalpy when at constant pressure not constant pressure 1 bar pressure it is the standard state කොහොමද ඒ විදිහට තමයි දෙන්නේ pressure එක constant කරලා තමයි දෙන්නේ at constant pressure කිව්වත් හරි constant constant pressure. කොහොමද එහෙම තමයි ඔයාලට ගණන් දෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා බය වෙන්න එපා because there නෑ එච්චර මම කියන්නේ නැහැ. Q equals H always in your syllabus. මොකද constant pressure වලින් තමයි අපි enthalpy එක කොහොමද ඔයගලන්ට දෙන්නේ. pressure එක change කරලා enthalpy ගණන් අද වෙනකන් ඇවිල්ලත් නැහැ එන්නෙත් නැහැ. right එතකොට මේක H equals mc theta කියලා දැම්මම equation අවුලක් නැහැ. right okay let's see during the dissolution of 6 gram urea 1.2 kilojoule of heat is released to the surroundings. Release නෙමෙයිනේ. දැන් මෙතන endothermic means absorbed. Release එක වැරදි. Release එක වැරදි. Absorbed is correct, release is wrong. Let's see, it is the value is correct. Mass is what? Mass is somewhat 6 gram of urea යනකොට වතුරේනේ 100 grams වල තමයි යා මේ යූරියාගේ 6 gram එකකට දාන්න යන්න එපා. හරිද? මේ ෆ්ලික් සිස්ටම් එක තමයි water. යූරියා එකට දානවා. ඒතර අපි දානෝනේ water වල mass එක මෙතනට. C is given as 4. All in the grams. Never mind. The temperature change was 3. You can see 25 divided by subtracted by 22. It is 3. It means the answer is 1200 in joules. This comes as joules. Therefore, you can see 1.2 kilojoules is true. During the dissolution of 1 mole of urea, 12 kilojoule. 1200 joule is absorbed when 6 gram of urea. Right? 1 mole of urea means what? 1 mole of urea means you should use this equation. Then 6 gram divided by molar mass of urea is 60 grams per mole. Therefore, you can get the answer 10 to the power negative 1 moles. Okay. Then you should divide it by this one. 6 gram will give 10 to the power negative 1 moles will give 1.2 kilojoules. Hence, 1 mole will provide how much? You have to divide it. 1.2 kilojoule divided by 10 to the power negative 1 moles. You will get the answer as 12 kilojoules per mole. Okay. In here you can see 12 kilojoule. 1 mole will give 12 kilojoule. That's true. Answer is 2. Next one. If any, it's a very interesting question. The molecularity. I have given some definitions from the quoted from the resource book. All are in the resource book. You can read it also. In any unimolecular reaction which is not at equilibrium. Unimolecular means the molecularity is what? Molecularity is 1. Example, like A into B. There you can see 1A is there. It means unimolecular. මෙතන එක තියෙනවා නම් හරි. දැන් මේ 2A plus B C කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මෙතනින් දෙකක් තියෙනවා මෙතනින් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඔක්කොම තුනක් තියෙනවා. This is trimolecular. Trimolecular. Okay? ඒ වගේ හරි lazy. And molecularity is discussed for this. The molecularity of an elementary reaction is defined as the minimum number of molecules, atoms or ions of the reactant required for the reaction to occur and is equal to the sum of the stoichiometric coefficient of the reactants in the balanced chemical equation. In general, molecularity of a simple reaction is equal to the sum of the number of molecules of reactant involved in the balanced stoichiometric equation. Right? The elementary reaction, the molecularity of an elementary reaction is defined like that. When multi-step reaction mechanism is written, the minimum number of reacting particles that comes together in the rate determining. ඒකත් single step එකක් විතර. multi step එකකත් අපි single steps වල විතරයි molecularity එක සලකන්නේ. අපි complete reaction එකකට යන්නේ නැහැ. ඒතකොට multi step reactions වලත් rate determining step එකේ. ඒ කියන්නේ single step එකක් නේ rate determining. You know that in each steps in multi step reactions are also elementary reaction. Elementary reactions වල එකතුවක් තමයි multi step reaction එකක් කියන්නේ. ඒකෙත් lowest rate එක rate determining step එක තමයි slowest step එක. එතකොට rate determining step එකට අනුව තමයි multi step reactions වල molecularity එක define කරලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට always it goes as a single step reactions. You should remember that. And also this statement is very good. A bimolecular element reaction means two molecules, two like this. Bimolecular means 2A plus B. 2A goes to B. 2A and 2 is second order. Bimolecular නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම second order because its rate is proportional to the rate. කොහොමද මේවා elementary and rate determining step වල rate multi step වල rate determining වලට කතා කරන නිසා always they are in a single step reactions. තනි පියවර සරල මේ කියන්නේ simple reactions වලට තමයි අපි කතා කරන්නේ. ඒතර bimolecular නම් second order තමයි අනිවාර්යයෙන්. A reaction step එක bimolecular කියන්නේ it is second order. Definitely it is a second order because we are considering it as a elementary reaction to the rate at which the reactant species meet, which is turned proportional to their concentration. Right. Therefore, if we consider that a reaction is a single step bimolecular process, we can write down the rate law. Molecularity එක දුන්න ගමන් ඒක order එකට equal. Right? What is that? Molecularity is always equal to what? Equal to the order of that reaction, because we are considering that all the reactions as elementary or single step in rate determining step in the multi-step reactions. කොහොමත් ඒවා single step ඒවා තමයි. Note that the converse of these rules does not follow. Very important thing. Converse of this rule does not follow. That is, for example, second order rate law does not imply the reaction is bimolecular. But if the order value does not always equal to the molecularity. ඒකත් මතක තියාගන්න. ඒකේ අනිත් පැත්ත වැරදි. order එක දෙකයි වුණාට molecularity එක දෙක වෙන්නේ නැහැ හැම වෙලාවෙම. මොකද order එක 2 වෙන්න පුළුවන් multi step reaction එක. ඒක final reaction එකනේ order එක දෙන්නේ අපි order එකකින්. ඕනම reaction එක order එක කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක ඒක step එක elementary කියලා නැත්තම් multi step එකක් නම් ඒකේ ඒක අපි අර මේ calculation experiments වලින් හොයා ගන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට order එක දුන්න ගමන් ඒක molecularity එකට equal වෙන්නේ නැහැ. But molecularity always equal to the order. හරි. මේක කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න හොඳට. තේරුම් නැත්නම් ඉතින් ගොඩක් කියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ ඒක ලොකු පාඩමක්. If any molecular reaction which is not at equilibrium. Equilibrium එකේ නැති unimolecular මේ වගේ කෙනෙක්. Right? Okay. Only one reactant is present in the rate determining step. Oh, that they have not defined it as a elementary. If they say as one reactant is present in the rate, if it is a multi-step reaction, we are considering the rate determining step. Only one reactant is present in the rate determining step. That's correct. මොකද අපි කන්සිඩර් කරන්නේ තැන් දෙකකටනේ එක්කෝ කොහොමද සිංගල් ස්ටෙප්ස් වලටනේ අපි මේක කතා කරන්නේ. එතකොට එක්කෝ elementary reaction එකක වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් rate determining step එකක් also elementary reaction. මොකද ඒකත් single step එකක් නේ. එතකොට one reactant is present in the rate determining step is true. In the slower step, both molecularity and order is one. Yes, we know that rate determining step is the slower step, right? And also they have given that it is a unimolecular. It means the order is also one. Unimolecular කියන්නේ එකයි නම් order එකත් එකයි. Bimolecular නම් order එක දෙකයි. Trimolecular නම් order එක තුනයි. Molecularity is one and it is zeroth order කියන එක බොරු ඒක වැරදි. Molecularity is one and the order should be one. Both molecularity and order is zero එකත් වැරදි. 35. These are called as polymers. Polymers. Which statements below are true regarding the organic compounds? A and B can be used to prepare a type of polyesters. Polyester means ester. Ester, you can get that answer. Ester. Ester, how much ester for? COOH combined to what? OH of alcohol. Then this fellow goes as H2O, and they combine each other. I have given that they are the examples from the previous syllabus teacher's guide. Polyesters, right? A and B. A is amine. It cannot be used to polyesters. That is wrong. That is wrong. Alcohol should be there. A and B can be used to prepare nylon. Where we get nylon? This is nylon. Like polyamides are nylon. In here, amines, NH2 groups combine with COOH group. NH2. This should be R, no? Okay. And it is going to combine with COOH. Okay. And one H is gone. OH also gone. Water is eliminated, hence N and carbon has a bond like here. This bond is formed. This is the nylon 6,6. It is a polyamide. In here also the reaction is more effective when acid chloride is used instead of dicarb. Dicarboxylic or diamine එකක් තමයි මෙතන use කරන්න ඕනේ. alright. dicarb දෙපැත්තම amine groups තියෙනවා. නැත්නම් මේක අර polymer එකක් හදන්න බෑනේ. එක නතර වෙනවානේ. මේක dicarboxylic end එකක් තියෙනවා නේ මේ. and diamine මේ end එකකුත් තියෙනවා. එක පැත්තක් විතරක් තිබිලා වැඩක් නැහැ. acid chloride is more effective carboxylic වලට වඩා. එහෙමත් කියනවා. Let's see. A and B can be used to prepare a type of nylon. There you can see diamine, and this is acid halide, diacid halide. It's correct. C can be used to prepare type of addition polymer. What is this? C. Yes, this is what in our syllabus there are some additions. First one is that very famous one. This is ethene. This is the monomer of what? Polythene. Polythene. This is what? If you have to only replace one H by something. If it is chlorine, this is polyvinyl chloride. The monomer of the polyvinyl chloride. PVC වල මොනොම එක තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. හරි. මේ ටිකමයි. මේ මොනොමර්ස් තමයි මම අදින්නේ. රිපීටිං යුනිට් එකයි පොලිමර්ස් උයි ඔය පොතෙන් බලලා බලන්න ගන්න. මේකම දැන් මෙතනට මෙහෙම එකක් ආවොත් මේක පොලිස්ටයිරීන් එකේ මොනොම එක. මොනම එක not the polystyrene. This is monomer of polystyrene. Polystyrene. PVC වල මොනම එකද polythene. Monomer, right? Monomers of polythene, PVC, polystyrene, and this very one, this given one, it is like this, no? These are H's. This should be CH3, no? CH3. This is the monomer of polypropylene. It is not in the syllabus. Polypropylene. Okay. This is one. It is also correct. Addition polymers hadanna use කරන්න පුළුවන්. Addition polymers hadanna definitely you should have a double bond or triple bond or unsaturated carbon should be there. For addition polymers you should have a unsaturated carbon should be there. But after formation of the polythene there are no unsaturated carbons. Form වුණාට පස්සේ unsaturated නෑ. හැම එකනේ මේ රබර් වල තියෙනවා. රබර් වල මොනොම එකෙත් තියෙනවා, repeating unit එකෙත් තියෙනවා, polymer එකෙත් තියෙනවා unsaturated carbon. Other one only the monomer has the double bond but the polymer hasn't any double bonds. Okay. Addition කට්ටියමයි. තව තියෙනවා එකක් condensation. එච්චරයි තියෙන addition and condensation විතරයි නේ තියෙන්නේ. මේ addition ටික මේ දුන්නේ. තව රබරුත් තියෙනවා මෙතන. Rubber you can put. Condensation there are only few examples. Brake light and urea formaldehyde and this fellow there. Polyesters also are condensation. And polyamides also condensation. You can see that water is removed. No, condensation means water is liberated. Someone can water or anything will go out. Condensation කියන්නේ ඒක සංගරණය එකතු වීම. ඒකට කවර එකෙනෙක් යන්නත් ඕනේ. Addition කියන්නේ add වෙවි යනවා කවුරුත් එහෙම මේ අයින් වෙන්නවත් එකතු වෙන්න දැන් you know nucleophilic addition substitution likewise ඒවා. D can be used to prepare type of nylon. What is D? No, this is a COClN, this is NO. No, that is wrong. You should have diamine ends or dicarboxylic or diacid halide ends. මෙතන acid halide this is everything එක වැරදි. yes හරි ඒතර උත්තරෙත් එක්ක. Let's go. This one was done previously. This one I have done in the previous class. 36. Okay, that's 37. It was in my previous video which is uploaded to the website, right? 37. What are the most correct statements about two compounds A and B given below? Okay, let's see. Rate of nucleophilic substitution reaction is of A is higher than that of B. Nucleophilic, what are nucleophiles? What are nucleophiles? Nucleophiles means negatively rich fellows, highly negative fellows. Nucleophiles, nucleophiles කියන්නේ ධනට කැමති කට්ටියනේ. ඒගොල්ලෝ ඍණ negatively charged කට්ටිය. or highly there should be lone pairs, anything negatively charged or which have lone pairs. ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි nucleophile කියන්නේ electron වලින් rich fellows තමයි nucleophiles. Nucleophile substitution reactions are nucleophile එක substitute වෙන්නේ කොතනද? positive end එක කරන්නේ. මොකද එයා ඍණ නම් එයා කැමති ධන කට්ටියට. nucleophiles කියන්නේ ගෑනු නම් ඍණ කියන්නේ girls ලා නම් එයා attach වෙන්නේ positive කියන්නේ boys ලාට. එහෙමනේ අපේ කොමත් වෙන්නේ පිරිමි ගෑනු ළමයිනේ කසාද බඳින්නේ එහෙම. එතකොට you can see in here carbon there's O and H. This delta minus which is, and these should be delta pluses. And nucleophile can attract to here, and this can be terminated. In phenol, what happened? Phenol, due to the resonance stabilization, it will bring a double bond character to here. It have a partial double bond character in here. Therefore, somewhat this is strong. Hence, it cannot be break. This cannot be break using nucleophiles. Very somewhat strong. This sink ඉස්සර sink dust දාලා මෙතන අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඒක සිලබස් එකේ නෑ. කියන්නේ මේක break කරන්න බෑ ඔයගලන්ට. OH එක බෙදලා break කරගන්න බෑ. අලුත් සිලබස් එකේ මුකුත්ම කරන්න බෑ. Right. Rate of nucleophilic substitution reaction is A. It means phenol is higher, not higher. No. මෙයා okay. මෙතන ඔය PCl3 වගේක් දැම්මහම CL will replace substitution එක වෙනවා. මෙයාගේ වෙන්නෙම නෑනේ. එතකොට ඒ rate එක කොහොමද වැඩි වෙන්නේ? වැරදි. A undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction where B does not do so. Yes, it has a benzene ring. A has a benzene ring. Therefore, you know that the characteristic reactions of benzene is electrophilic substitution, and phenol also is a good orthopara activation group. Hence, the benzene ring will also activated. Therefore, you should not use any Friedel-Crafts catalyst. Friedel-Crafts catalyst use කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මොකද benzene also always activated in here, and you know that when addition of bromine or chlorine, just you have to add the bromine liquid, then it will comes as heat like this. It's a white precipitate. Bromines are added into the orthopara states. Likewise, undergoes electrophilic substitution reactions where B does not so. Yes, B යන්නේ B මෙයාට එහෙම කරන්න බෑ. මෙයාගේ නෑනේ එහෙම nucleophile electrophile එකක් add වෙන negative වෙන්න. එහෙම බෑ. මෙයාට මෙතන oxygen එකට කවුරුද attack කරන්නේ? එහෙම මොකුත් වෙන්නේ නෑ. In A, CO bond has partial double bond character. Yes, I saw that. I shown you that CO has a partial double bond character in nature. And BC, in B, CO bond is a single bond. Yes, that is single. It does not have a partial double bond character. මෙයාට තමයි double bond character එක තියෙන එක resource book එකේ තියෙනවා මේක. Carbon which is combined to oxygen in A is more electron deficient. What? This one? No, it is deficient නෑ. ඇයි යාගේ එයාට ලෝන් පෙයාර් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් දෙනවනේ මෙතනට මේ. එතකොට එයාට ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් හම්බෙලා තියෙන්නේ. වැරදි. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔක්සිජන් ගේ ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් එයාට රෙසොනන්ස් ස්ටැබිලයිසේෂන් එකේදී ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් හම්බෙනවා. මෙතන ඉන්න මෙතන කාබන් කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනේ. එයාට ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. මෙයාගේ බෑ. මොකද මෙයා මෙහෙන් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන පුල් කරාට මෙයා මෙහෙන් එහෙම අදිනවා. එතකොට මෙයා somewhat positive. This is not මෙයාට මෙයා මේ ඔක්සිජන් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් දෙනවා මෙහෙම. මෙතිල් ගෲප් එකක් දෙනවට වඩා මේ ඔක්සිජන් දෙනකොට ගොඩක් හොඳයි. හරි. එතකොට ඔක වැරදි. ඒක උත්තරේ දෙක. This is like that previous which I have given like this question which I have done previously. This one 2036 one, same like that. Let's see. Cooling of the following equilibrium system changes its color from green to blue. Temperature cool කරනවා කියන්නේ temperature අඩු කරනකොට green ඉඳන් blue වෙනවා කියන්නේ backward direction. backward එකට යනවා නේ. ඒක තමයි statement එක. ටක් ගාලා ගන්න එතන. temperature අඩු කරනකොට backward එක තමයි වෙන්නේ. green to blue. Which of the following statements is correct regarding the above system when cooled? The value of Kc, let's try the Kc. Kc means CuBr C2 minus or what? Br minus copper 2 plus. Like, okay, when cooling the backward direction is favored. Hence the copper and Br minus concentration increase, the Cu product concentration decrease, then Kc decrease. The value of Kc decreases is correct. Then Kc increases is wrong. Let's see. Initial Qc is greater than Kc. What is that? I already discussed thing. Qc. What is the statement? I will write again. Qc always like to achieve the numerical value of මේක තමයි මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ numerical value of Kc. මේක මතක තියාගන්න. QC ආස Kc වෙන්න. QC කැමති Kc වෙන්න. initial QC එක අපි හිතමුකෝ වැඩි කියලා නිකමට. QC initially Kc කියන constant එකක්නේ. ඒ constant එක වෙන Kc ට වඩා QC එක වැඩි initially. එතකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? QC also what? QC also the same. මේකම තමයි. But not at the equilibrium. මේක equilibrium state එකේ ඉතින් තමයි product over reactant ratio එක equilibrium state එකේ නම් Kc, not at the equilibrium state නම් that ratio as given as the Qc. Not at the equilibrium. This is at the equilibrium. This is at the equilibrium. Where not at the equilibrium. Other than the equilibrium, it is Qc the same ratio. We'll see. When the initial Qc is higher than Kc, QC මොකද ආස? QC Kc ට වඩා වැඩි නම් QC මොන වෙන්න දාස? QC අඩු වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේක achieve කරගන්න Kc වෙන්නනේ යාට ඕනේ. එතකොට QC ගේ අගය numerical value එක අඩු වෙන්න ඕනේ. අඩු වුණොත් තමයි යාට Kc ගේ numerical value එකට යන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොමද QC ගේ value එක අඩු කරගන්නේ? අඩු කරගන්න නම් එයාගේ මේ numerator එක අඩු වෙන්න ඕනේ. මෙයාගේ numerator එක මේකනේ. මෙයා අඩු වෙන්නොත් තමයි QC අඩු වෙන්නේ. QC අඩු වුණාම තමයි යාට Kc වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මම example එකක් දුන්නේ. අපි හිතමු QC initially less than Kc කියලා. Kc constant එකක වැඩි. කිව්වා QC initially අඩුයි. අඩු වෙන යා මොකද වෙන්න ඕනේ? Kc වෙන්න increase වෙන්න ඕනේ. It should have to increase. Therefore the CuBr should be increased. Product should be increased. Therefore the forward reaction should be favored. Like ඔක තමයි වෙන්න ඕනේ. දැන් බලමුකෝ initial QC දැන් කොහොමද මේක ගිහින් තියෙන්නේ backward නෝ. එතකොට backward ගියේ ඇයි? Initial QC is greater than Kc ද? QC එක Kc ට වඩා වැඩි නම් right QC එක Kc ට වඩා වැඩි නම් මොකද වෙන්න ඕනේ? QC ආස Kc වෙන්නනේ. එතකොට QC reduce වෙන්න ඕනේ. To reduce that CuBr should be reduced. It means මෙයා අඩු වෙන්න නම් මෙයා යන්නේ මෙහෙට. හෙටනේ ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් initial QC is greater than Kc කියන එක හරි. Forward reaction is exothermic. ඒක කොහොමද කියන්නේ? It is you have to engage it with the Le Chatelier principle. What happened when cooling? The backward reaction has done. මේක තමයි data එක. This is the data. data given by the this question. What is Legendre has said? Legendre has said that when the temperature decreased to increase that reduced temperature, what I will repeat it again. Legendre said that when the temperature of the system decreased, to increase that reduced temperature, right, system goes to the exothermic direction, right? Exothermic direction එක තමයි යන්නේ, right? the forward reaction එක දැන් මේක cool කරලානේ කොහොමද තියෙන්නේ? cool කරා නම් එයා යන්නේ කොහෙටද? exothermic පැත්තට. නමුත් එයා ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ පිටිපස්සට. එහෙනම් පිටිපස්ස තමයි එතන exothermic පැත්ත. exothermic මේක endothermic. right? එතකොට මේ කොහොමද ඒක ගත්තේ? මේ ලේචට්ලියයි data එකයි දෙක එකට combine කරන්න ඕනේ. data එක තමයි temperature එක අඩු කරාම එයා ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ backward වලට. ලේචට්ලිය කියනවා temperature එක අඩු කරොත් එයා යන්න ඕනේ exothermic පැත්තට. ඒක exothermic පිටිපස්ස තමයි පිටිපස්ස පැත්ත. backward. එතකොට මේ forward reaction is exothermic කියන එක වැරදි. උත්තරේ 1. In endothermic reaction A2 plus B2 2AB which occurs in a closed container 298 Kelvin. Rate equation is this is okay. endothermic කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. මොකුත් වෙන මොකුත් elementary මොකුත් කියලා නෑ. 2AB endothermic කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. එච්චරයි. State better than the reaction. හරි මොකක් හරි බලමුකෝ දැන් මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා. Rate equation එකක් මේක rate equation. When A2 is added at constant temperature, the volume rate increases. A2 add කරාම මෙතනට first order related to A2 no? The rate is first order related to A's concentration. Hence, when we double the A's concentration, rate should be doubled. ඒ කියන්නේ A add කරොත් rate එක increase වෙනවා කියන එක හරියි. When rate එක හරියි. මේක මේ ලේචට්ලියත් එක්ක පටලව ගන්න එපා. හරිද? ලේචට්ලිය මෙතන මේ delta S theta positive දුන්නාට පස්සේ ලේචට්ලිය you cannot use the rate to get the rate values. You should use the collision theory. Collision theory and rate law. මේක තමයි use කරන්නේ. ලේචට්ලිය කරන්නේ quantify කරන එක. product quantify කරන එක, rate එක quantify කරන collision theory and rate law. rate එක qualitatively කියන්නේ අපිට මේ දෙන්න. When volume of a container is increased at constant temperature, rate decreases. The volume එක increase කරනවා. දැන් initially volume එක මේ size කියලා හිතමු. මේකේ තමයි gas ටික ඉන්නේ. දැන් volume එක වැඩි කරනවා. ඒ ටිකම නින්නේ. දැන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? When the volume is lesser, the pressure is high. Pressure high වුණාම gas molecules වලට හොඳට collide වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ළඟ ඉන්නේ. But if the volume is increased, the pressure decrease. Hence, the gas molecules go everywhere else randomly. Hence, the opportunity, the probability of the collision is less. Hence, the reaction rate decreases. Right. When a catalyst is added to the constant pressure, activation energy of the reaction decreases. That's wrong. There you can see. It is very important that I have quoted from that research book, the Chemical Kinetics. Catalysts provide an alternative path for the reaction with lower activation energy. It does not lower the activation energy of the reaction. Catalyst එකක් දැම්මහම මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? Catalyst එකක් දැම්මහම ඒ reaction එකේ activation energy එක අඩු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක අඩු කරන්න කාටවත් බෑ. It is a constant. But you can provide another pathway, another mechanism which have a lesser activation energy. I will give you example. You know that when you going from Colombo to Galle, you use earlier you use the route Galle road. Galle road එක තාමත් තියෙනවා ඉතින්. But after the highways comes to the party, highway එක හරහා අපි යනවා. But our initial position was Colombo. The final destination is Galle. අපි highway එක use කරන්නේ ඉක්මනට එතනට යන්න. Alternative path එකක්. But Galle road also still there. Right? Galle road එක අපිට අඩු කරන්න බෑ. ඒක Galle road is Galle road. That's why I am telling when you, if you use a catalyst, you cannot reduce the activation energy of a reaction, but you can provide an alternative path, like in the this, it is mentioned clearly in the resource book also. Okay, let's move. When A2 is added, keeping temperature and volume constant, rate decreases. When A2 is added, it's very wrong, no. First A2 add කරොත් rate එක වැඩි වෙනවා මිසක් අඩු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Again 139 is 1. Heating of KMnO4 using platinum wire turns Bunsen. දැන් KMnO4 අපි ටග රත් කරමු. අපි පොඩි කාලේ මේක කරනවා. K2MnO4, MnO2 and O2. O2 is produced. These are solids. This is gas. This brown color, solid brown. This is also solid. Okay. Let's see. The turns Bunsen flame dark green is wrong. එහෙම dark green එකක් නම් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ copper burn කරොත් නම් Bunsen flame එක dark green වෙනවා. Copper. Increase the brightness of the Bunsen. It is true because oxygen is produced. No. Oxygen is produced. It can increase the Bunsen flame because it's a yeah. Flame mechanic burn වෙන උදව් කරනවානේ oxygen, you know that. එතකොට Bunsen flame එකේ අර flame එක brightness එක increase වෙන oxygen ඉන්න නිසා. The solid residue form consists K2MnO, KMnO, that is true. Disproportional reaction occurs. Disproportionation means what? Disproportionation means same element in same compound. දෙකම ඕන. Same compound, same element in the same compound undergoes what? Both reduction and oxidation. එහෙම යනවද බලමු. Elements දෙකක් වෙලා බෑ. Same compound, same element. Let's see what happening here. This is in +7 state and it undergoes to +6, in here +4. Right? Manganese is decreasing consecutively, reduced. Yeah, දෙන්නෙක්ට reduce වෙලා +6 එකටයි +4 වලට states දෙකක reduce වෙලා. Who has oxidized? Who's the fellow who this one? Oxygen is in what? One oxygen is in -2 state and it is reduced to oxidized into oxygen. Therefore this is also disproportionation. Same the manganese reduction or oxidation okay, but the same compound is correct, but not the same element. Reduction and oxidation. මොකද manganese වල තියෙන oxidation, reduction. Manganese have undergone the reduction. Oxygen in the KMnO4 have undergone what? It undergone the oxidation part. Here you can see this is oxidation. This fellow, this time reduction. Okay. 41 to 50. Let's do it fast. Black color PPT is formed when H2S gas is bubbled through the aqueous solid. Yes, if in a silver nitrate, I have given the colors of silver in the previous lecture. All of the colors H2S bubble karama silver sulfide black color PPT black. It's true. That's true. Ag plus is precipitated as Ag2S in group 1 in the group in group 1 AgCl, Ag2Cl2 and PbCl2 are the three white PPTs. Okay, only these three are precipitated in the group 1. No sulfide because in the group 1 we add the ethyl HCl slowly add කරාම තමයි මොකද H2S bubble කරන්නේ නැහැ නේ සල්ෆයිඩ් එකක් එන්නේ කොහොමද සල්ෆර් නැතුව. එතකොට දැන් Ag chloride has somewhat lesser Ksp value. Ksp is very low. Therefore the solubility කියන්නේ Ksp වැඩි නම් එයා වැඩිපුර දිය වෙලා ඉන්න ආසයි. Ksp අඩුයි කියන්නේ එයා precipitate වෙන්න ආස. Ksp වැඩි කියන්නේ solubility product එක වැඩි. ඒ කියන්නේ එයා soluble. වතුර දිය වෙන්න ආස. ගොඩක්. case P එක අඩුයි කියන්නේ it likes to be as a precipitated. It means all the Ag pluses will be precipitated as AgCl in the group 1. එතකොට group 2 එකේ Ag plus නැති නිසා තමයි එතන Ag sulfide එකක් ඔයාලට දකින්න නැත්තේ. නමුත් Ag plus in the solution එකකට ඔයා H2S bubble කරොත් definitely Ag2S will be precipitated. That's why the first statement is correct, but the second statement is definitely a wrong one. It is therefore the answer is 3. Answer is 3. Temperature of the no මට දැක්කම තිබා. I have given the YouTube video of complete iron, all the things I have discussed, and in it you should better watch because it is a target question for 2021. Temperature of the lower part of the blast furnace is not 1000, it is like 2000 Kelvin. It means it is 1700 Celsius. It's wrong. All the reactions occur in the blast furnace are not exothermic. That is very incorrect because we know that with the calcium carbonate burning also is an endothermic one. CO2 plus calcium oxide. This is also endothermic one. All the reactions are not exothermic. It's wrong. Fine. Go for my video and watch. Nucleophilic substitution reaction rate of carboxyl greater than S. Okay. CH3. I have in my trial video I have explained this also. CH3 COCl. Nucleophilic substitution means nucleophile is a negatively rich fellow. It will attack to positive charges. Carbon attack කරන්නේ. Carbonyl group එකට තමයි attack කරන්නේ. එතකොට මේ attack කරනකොට carbon should be more positive. If the carbon is more positive, nucleophile will definitely attack. නේද? ගෑල් ළමෙක් ආස ලස්සන පිරිමි ළමෙක්ට මිසක් කැත පිරිමි ළමෙක්ට නෙමෙයිනේ. ඒක නිසා nucleophile is a ගෑනු ළමයා. හරි girl. Carbon delta plus carbon is the boy. If the boy is very handsome and very educated fellow, the girl will attract towards himself. Okay, likewise you have to you can see that these are very මම ගත්ත example එක equal ඒවා ගත්තේ මේවා also equal. The different part is this. එතන different එක තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට different part එකෙන් තමයි අපි consider කරන්න ඕනේ. same ඒවා ගන්න එපා. හරිද? දෙන්නගෙම සමානකම් වැඩක් නැහැනේ. මොකක් හරි exceptional case එක තමයි බලන්න ඕනේ. Nucleophilic substitution reaction rate of carbon greater than the positive එක වැඩිපුර positive එක හොයමු අපි. වැඩිපුර positive නම් carbon nucleophile will definitely attack in higher rate. That's the theory. We'll see how it gains the positive charge. This oxygen අරක බලන්න එපා. මේක විතරක් බලන්න. මෙයාම හෙට අදිනවා. And chlorine also take like that. The electronegativity is 3 in here. This is 3.5. The oxygen is somewhat high. Therefore, you think carbon's positivity should be higher than this carbon, but it's wrong because the theory is when this oxygen is connected to 2 atoms, right? Besides carbon, in here hydrogen. When oxygen is connected to 2 atoms, oxygen will attract electrons more from electropositive one. It means the lesser electronegative atom. Electropositive එක්කෙනා කවුද එතකොට? දැන් carbon ki 2.5 වුණා. This is 2.1, the Pauling scale. You can see therefore the electronegativity is somewhat high in hydrogen, hence the electropositivity is high in oxygen. Hence this oxygen going to attract electron more from hydrogen, not from the carbon. That's the theory. That's why the acid halides are normally more reactive than these carboxylics. Okay. Chlorine කවුරුත් නැහැ attract කරන. යා carbon කින් විතරමයි attract කරන්නේ. ඒතර carbon වැඩිපුර plus වෙනවා. Okay. some reaction rate of carbon is greater කියන එක වැරදි. Electron deficiency at carbon of carboxylic acid is greater than that of carbon of acid chloride කියන එක ආයිත් වැරදි. ඒකමනේ දැන් මම discuss කරගමු. Right. Okay. At room temperature, when zinc rod is immersed in zinc sulfate, this is the zinc rod immersed in zinc sulfate. Immersed in solutions, potential difference between zinc rod and solution is the electrode potential. Aha, that's true. because they have not asked about the standard electrode potential. Standard electrode potential na definition එක මම මෙතන දීලා තියෙනවා. It's like it is measured like this, connecting that appropriate the in here the magnesium is given as the example. Magnesium is connected to hydrogen to find out its standard electrode potential, which compares with comparatively to this standard hydrogen. You cannot measure this electrode potential of zinc. It cannot be measured, but the true electrode potential of zinc electrode is this. මේ දෙන්න අතර electrode potential difference එක තමයි යාගේ electrode potential එක කියන්නේ. But it cannot be measured. But absolute value cannot be measured. I am not going to tell it like deeply. ඒක measure කරන්න බෑ. But comparatively standard potential එක මනින්නේ hydrogen කියන standard electrode එකට compare කරලා. එයාට සාපේක්ෂව තමයි ඒක මනින්නේ. එතකොට මේ අහලා තියෙන එක හරි. If they have put zinc rod and the solution is the standard electrode potential, it is wrong. Standard ආව නම් වැරදි. Standard නැති නිසා හරි. මෙතන ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා මෙතන ඔක්කොම ටික තියෙනවා ඔයාලට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. At room temperature, when two different electrodes are connected through a salt bridge, the potential difference between the it means that when two different electrodes are connected means they are going to form electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell එකක් හදන්න යනවා. මෙතන මම එකක් දීලා ඇති. This type of set of defined electrochemical which consists of two electrodes. මේ වගේ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ magnesium උයි zinc copper උයි වගේ දෙන්න එකතු කරොත් දෙන්න එකතු වෙලාද මේ hydrogen නෙමෙයි magnesium උයි තවත් electrode එකකුයි set එකට connect කරොත් ඒක electrochemical cell එකක්. Electrochemical cell එකක this is the electromotive force definition. When no current is drawn through the cell, it is called the electromotive force. Current එක force දෙනවා නම් ඒක cell potential වෙනවා. අපි මේක අඳලා බලමු එකක් මේ විදිහට. මෙන්න මේ දෙන්න මෙන්න අර අපේ ඔය කියන salt bridge එක. හරි මෙන්න මේවා දෙක. මේක තියෙන මේ වගේ solutions වල නම් මේ copper කියමු මේක zinc කියමු මේ galvanic එක zinc sulfate. This is copper sulfate. Right? එතකොට මේක මේ විදිහට තියෙනවා නම් මේකෙදි මේ දෙන අතර මේක තියෙන්නේ මේක electromotive force එකක් තියෙනවා. හරි? At room temperature, when two different electrodes are connected to a salt bridge එක okay no nothing එයාගෙන් ඇති එයා ඇවිල්ලා අර liquid junction potential එක decrease කරන එක කෙනා. එයා හැම වෙන දෙයක් කරන්නේ නැහැ. The potential difference between the two electrodes is yes. මේ දෙන අතර difference එක electromotive force එක. But if you connected with this with a wire, it is not electromotive force. The current will go now. No? That's why they say when no current is drawn through the cell, that is called electromotive force. එතන මේ current එක આવොත් EMF වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට cell potential. Cell potential මෙන්න මේක. මේක true. But this is about one electrode. This is about two electrodes which two electrodes are connected to form electrochemical cell එකක් ගැන කතා කරන්නේ. This is about electrochemical cell. This is about one electrode. Electrochemical cell එකක් කියන්නේ electrodes දෙකක් එකට එකතු කරලා හදපු එකක්. එතකොට ඒක ගැන මොකුත් කතා කරන්න බෑ මේක answer එක 2. There's no explanations. Covalent character of Ni is greater than that of NaF කියන එක. NaF was Ni. මම මේක ඔක්කොම දෙන්නම්. You can see the cation is same. It is sodium plus in both of them. Charge of the cation is also same because this one also positive and this one also positive. Anion radius ගත්තොත් you know that iodine is in the lower case than fluorine. Therefore you can see there's a shells are high. Iodine is bigger than F minus. When the anionic radii increase, the polarizability of the anion is increased. That's why I minus is higher than F minus. So polarizability එක මේ විදිහට වැඩි වෙනවා polarizability. Polarizability එක increase වෙනකොට polarization character එක වැඩි වෙනවා NaI ගේ NaF ට වඩා. NaI polarization of NaI is higher than. Then when the polarization increase of NaI, the covalent character of NaI also increased. Hence the covalent NaI is greater than that of NaF. Polarizability of halide ions increases with the increasing radii කියන එක හරියම එකයි කිව්වේ ඒකයි උත්තරේ. Sodium chloride can be obtained by the reaction between NaOH and fluoride. I have given in my S block note මේ last week එකේ මම දුන්නේ අලුතින් හදලා. ඒකේ මේක තියෙනවා. ඒක බලන්න last page එකේ. අපි දන්නවා ඒකේ තියෙනවා hot concentrated NaOH react with chlorine to produce this fellow NaCl plus NaClO3 plus water. Dilute cold diluted දැම්මොත් හැදෙන NaOCl but hot concentrated වලින් මේක හැදෙන්නේ. Can be obtained by reaction with ඒක හරියනේ එතකොට. Can be obtained how කොහොම හරි පුළුවන් නේ obtain. Sodium hydroxide can act as an oxidizing agent. What happened to in here? Chlorine is in 0. It have reduced to -1 and it is oxidized with this +1. This is this Cl no oxygen there are 3. It means it is -6. No? This is in +5. Chlorine is in +5. It means the chlorine has reduced and also oxidized. It means this is a disproportionation. Same compound and same element. Both have undergone the simultaneously undergone the reduction and oxidation. Sodium ට මොකද වෙලා නැහැ +1 and also in here +1. එතකොට ඒක එතනදී ඒක නමුත් sodium hydroxide can act as oxidizing agent කියන එක හරි. Why? මෙතනදී හරි නෑ නමුත් කොහොම හරි හරි ඒක මොකද? When you know that aluminium plus sodium hydroxide plus water, it will liberate hydrogen, no? Sodium aluminate plus H2. This is you can this is make a මතක තියාගන්න පුළුවන් මේ විදිහට 2 3. And in here aluminium is in 0 and it is oxidized into +3 and hydrogen is forward. It means oxidation number is 0 of hydrogen in here. From where? In here, from this +1 has gone to H2. It means it has reduced reduction. This one is oxidized. Water hydrogen එක නෙමෙයි මෙයා තමයි reduction. වතුර නිකම්ම තියෙනවා. H plus is reduced means it is a oxidizing agent. එක හරි. answer එක 2. All the addition polymers are saturated කියන එක වැරදි මම ඉස්සරත් කිව්වා. The rubber, you can see rubber is a rubber polymer. You can see there are double bonds are there. All the addition polymers are saturated කියන එක වැරදි. But other I have given in the previous examples, they are those addition polymers are saturated. Monomer එකේ මේ double bond එකක් තිබ්බට polymers වල ඒ වගේ අර මම ඉස්සලා කියපු කට්ටියගේ ඒක note එකට ගිහලා බලන්න ඒවා saturated. මෙතන මේ rubber විතරයි හොඳම example එක addition polymers which is saturated. Monomer also disaturated. කියන්නේ double bond දෙකක් තියෙනවා මේ polycis polyisoprene වල double bonds දෙකක් තියෙනවා. polymer එකේ යාගේ rubber එකේ natural rubber වල double bond එකක් තියෙනවා. Addition polymers can be formed by only unsaturated monomers කියන එක හරි. කවදාවත් මේ addition polymers හදන්න පුළුවන් unsaturated polymers monomers වලින් විතරයි. අර මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා examples ටිකක් දුන්නේ. Answer is 4. Right. Aqueous solutions of copper 2 plus zinc 2 plus and Fe2 plus produce clear transparent solution with excess ammonia. Copper only D7, D8, D9, D10. Who are they? Iron, cobalt, scandium, titanium, vanadium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. Only these 4 fellows give the this will give hexaamine, cobalt hexaamine complex 2 plus or 3 plus nevertheless. Nickel also give that hexaamine complex. This is somewhat orange brown. Yeah, 2 plus yellow brown. Cobalt. Nickel amine is a blue no dark blue. 2 plus. And copper tetra. It is giving the copper tetraamine. It is the shape of this is square plane, right? Not tetrahedral. This is blue. This is also dark blue. Zinc also give a tetra one. Hexa also given anything. Hexa also correct. Never mind. Colorless, right? This is blue, was dark blue. This one is 3 plus is orange brown, 2 plus of cobalt is yellow brown. Okay, iron then transparent තමයි මේව මොකද there are no precipitates so clear transparent. transparent කියන්නේ මේ colorless කියන එක නෙමෙයි. transparent කියන්නේ ඉතින් පැහැදිලි කියන එක. ඒක හරි. but FET plus දෙන්නේ නැහැ. all 3D cations contain vacant valence orbitals form complex ions by gaining lone pairs. No හැමෝම කරන්නේ නැහැ ඒක. එහෙනම් ඉතින් හැමෝම හදන්න බෑ. only D7 D8 ගන්න ස්කෑන් අනිත් අයට තියෙනනේ මේ vacant valences. answer was 5. තවත් කට්ටිය ඉන්නේ ඔය දැන් chromiumටත් තියෙන vacant valence orbitals ඒවා හදන්නේ නැහැ නේ amine complexes. right right 48 finished. I'm going to final 2 questions. Find equilibrium system with an endothermic forward reaction increasing of temperature cause the position equilibrium shift towards the left. Let's see. Delta theta positive loop. RA increasing temperature. Rechartley principle. When the temperature of the system increased, to reduce that temperature, it will favors the which direction? Endothermic. temperature එක වැඩි කරොත් ඒ වැඩි වෙච්ච temperature එක අඩු කරගන්නනේ යාට ඕනේ. එයා යන්නේ endothermic පැත්තට. සීතල පැත්තට. ඒතර endothermic පැත්ත කියන්නේ forward එක. මේක දීලා දිනවනේ. මෙයා දීලා දිනවනේ endothermic forward කියලා data එක. Forward reaction increase in temperature cause the equilibrium shift to left. Where's the left side? This is the left side. No. It's gone to this side. Left කියන එක වැරදි. It's gone to right. Because the data has given that the forward direction as the endothermic. They have given that. According to that data, you have to combine the Le Chatelier principle with that. Le Chatelier කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? temperature එක වැඩි කරොත් එයා යන්නේ temperature එක අඩු කරගන්න endothermic පැත්තට. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉස්සරහ පැත්තනේ මේකේ දීලා තියෙන විදිහට endothermic පැත්ත. එයා යන්නේ ඉස්සරහට. ඒක right side, not the left side, right? Increasing temperature of endothermic equilibrium reaction causes to increase the value of equilibrium constant. හරි මේක Kc ලියමු. B/A. Right? The endothermic no හරි මේක. ඒතර අපි දැනගත්ත forward direction එකට යන්නේ. ඒතර B concentration increase වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ Kc increase වෙනවා. Increasing the temperature of endothermic equilibrium reaction causes increase the value of equilibrium constant කියන එක හරි. temperature එක වැඩි කරොත් විතරයි මේ Kc value එක වෙනස් කරන්නේ. අනිත් concentration අරම වැඩි වුණාට වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැහැ. When the temperature change, the rate constant, equilibrium constant will definitely change. හරි. concentration pressure අරම වැඩි කරා කියලා එයා වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකට හේතුව තමයි ඒකත් හොඳ දෙයක්. Kc equals simple K forward over K backward. capital Kc කියන්නේ equilibrium constant එක equal වෙන්නේ එයාගේ rate forward constant එකටයි. forward rate එකේ constant එකටයි backward rate එකේ constant එකටයි. ඒතර මේ දෙන depend වෙන්නේ only depend on the temperature. the temperature වෙනස් කරොත් විතරයි Kc වෙනස් වෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි. මොකද මේ Kc related Kf and Kb. ඒගොල්ලෝ temperature dependent only. එතකොට ඒකයි ඒකට හේතුව. concentration pressure එකම වෙනස් කරාට Kc values Kp values වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න හේතුව ඒක. Again I will show another thing. It is also very good thing to know. The simple K equals to A naught. I also have given that in the previous one. So A naught equals EA negative EAOR. This is Arrhenius equation. You can see that the simple K is depend on temperature, and the EA is the accretion energy is a constant. R also constant. A naught also constant. It is regarding the collisions. When the temperature increased, there is a negative value you can see. Hence, K not decreased. It is also increased. Negative එකක් තියෙනවනේ. ඒව එච්චරම වැදගත් ඒවා නෙමෙයි. නමුත් කැමති නම් මතක තියාගන්න හැබැයි අහනවා දැන් එන්න අහන්න පටන් ගන්න තියෙනවා. 50 CH4 does not behave as an ideal gas at high pressures. High pressures උනාම gas molecules වලට මොකද වෙන්නේ? හරි. මෙන්න low pressure ගිහින් pressure අඩු වෙලා. ඈතින් ඉන්නේ එතකොට. pressure අඩු වුණා. pressure increase කරොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඒ දෙන්න ලඟ වෙනවා මේ. නේද? pressure එක වැඩි කරොත් ඒකලෝ නේද? ලඟ වෙනවනේ pressure එක අපි වැඩි කරොත් දෙන්නේ තද කරලා අල්ලගත්තොත් ලඟ වෙනවනේ. they are going to close each other. එතකොට close වෙනකොට this what happen, gaseous molecule get closer at high pressures and the volume of the gas is considerable percentage of the volume of the vessel. ඒගොල්ලෝ ලඟ වෙනකොට අපි ඒගොල්ලෝ අර negligible volume එකක් තියෙනවා කියලානේ අපි ideal gas solutions වල කියන්නේ. ඒකනේ යාගේ assumption එකක් තියෙනවා මේ විදිහට. එතකොට මේගොල්ලෝ ලං වුණොත් වෙන්නේ අර negligible volume එක considerable වෙනවා. එතකොට මේගොල්ලෝ ideal behavior එකකින් deviate වෙනවා. To have an ideal one, you should have low pressure, high temperature systems. That is the good condition. Low pressure, high temperature. If the pressure is high, does not behave as an ideal. Hurry, does not behave because pressure එක high වුණාම ideal වලින් deviate වෙනවා. And it also explained from this. Answer is 1. Okay, I'm going to finish this paper. Let's join on next week Monday at 5 p.m. I have given the complete plan. According to the plan we can work. All the very best, girls and boys. Thank you.